Hello everyone, welcome back. We are back here on Corpse Party Blood Drive, and when we last left off, we were here in the second wing. We got the stone Honor, and we also got the stone Justice, I think that's what it was. Now, we have to get out of the second wing, because we have to go look for the gym. Which, I'll be honest, we have not been to the gym. I don't think we were even at the gym the first playthrough. Ooh. Don't want to sip on that. And it should be over here. Watch out for glass and whatnot, of course. The charm is reacting to something. What would be reacting to? Come on, Ayumi. Oh, that guy. Okay. So we have to get around him. Or her, I guess. Ah! Okay. I think it's this door. Open up, please. Hurry. There's a spirit after us. Perfect. This looks like a gym. A gymnasium. Yeah, I don't think we've been here before. Doesn't look familiar. And what is that going through the very middle of it? I feel like I've seen this place before. Last time we came here, I don't remember there being a gym. Exactly. Book of Shadows there wasn't in the regular Corpse Party. I would believe that would be one of our stones we need. But which one? Stop right there. Not touch it? You were going to say something disgusting, weren't you? No. What do you mean? Yeah! Oh my gosh. Me and him are on the same wavelength right there. It looks like soft serve ice cream. That's my favorite sister's favorite food. Yeah, Ayumi, get your head out of the gutter. Come on. So your sister's really into ice cream then? Way too much. She even eats it in the winter. I could probably eat ice cream in the winter. What's that glowing on us? It's reacting. Has to be where the crystal is. No, Ayumi. Leave it to him to climb. You've got a skirt on. Come on. Let the guy do it, okay? You don't think I can? I was an expert tree climber when I was a kid. And the pillar looks real solid. This will be a piece of cake. I don't think so. Fine. I can give you a boost. Ah, such a gentleman. What's with the face? You gotta be stepping up on my shoulders so you can reach the ledge. Nothing to it, right? Alright. Go on, get on. I wonder what it's made of, okay? Because it does look kind of... Let's do it. Kind of like a soft serve. She's like steps on it and just falls through. No, that'd be too weird. Oh my gosh! Okay, we need to go up higher. How high do we need to go? There we go. Woo! The spiral is getting me a little dizzy. Got the crystal. Now, which one is it, okay? Come on down. Don't jump. Please don't jump. Kishinuma looked up at me, but quickly diverted his eyes when he realized he could see up my skirt. Exactly! That's why you don't climb. You should have left it to him. Still, nothing from Aiko and Misoto, right? I let out a large shriek, grabbing his attention. Is there a ghost? A spirit? Hands! Oh! There's human hands inside this pillar. There are a lot of people trapped in this pillar. All of a sudden, I was surrounded by body parts, with hands and strands of hair comprising the bulk of them. And then from out of the blue, carnival theme music began blaring. Oh, an old record. Oh, she's seeking? Oh no. How loud is that? Oh my gosh. Get down. Just run. Just run. I don't want to know what happens whenever the music gets done. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. She's getting sucked in. Help me. Wait, sand? Sand began to pour in my mouth and nose, immediately preventing me from saying another word. Oh, the more I resist, the pillar pulled me in. It's like quicksand. It was seeping into my skull. The way the material pushed it against me, quickly cracking ribs and collapsing my lungs. We became one with the ice cream. Oh well. Okay. We'll have to go back and do that. Oh, the hands are back. Okay. This time, we need to walk, like... Ugh. We might need to go slow at this, I don't know. Yeah, let's go slow at this, okay? Because we need to hold up our... There we go. We're doing fine. We need to make sure we can still run. Slow and steady wins the race. There we go. We're good. Turn off the music, please. There's a little girl with black eyes staring at us. Oh, it's a demon girl. Oh. The sight was unnerving, but he didn't flinch for long. He continued pulling, desperately trying to free me from becoming part of the pillar's makeup. She tried to eat us with the ice cream. What was that? You okay? That music was loud in my ears. Oh my gosh. I don't know how loud it is for you guys. Let's just get out of here. What gem do we get? We got honor. We got justice. What the heck? It's driving me crazy. Same here. Yep, run. It's definitely not playing out here. Yeah. Weather crystal. Were you able to get it? The pillar's crystal. Victory! Nice. Sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Oh, hey, we're back in the real world. That's nice. So we're in class 2-9. Just prior to the morning homeroom. Oh, hey! I entered the classroom, school bag in hand, and beeline directly to Naomi. She's waiting for me. Morning, Satoshi. Good morning, Naomi. How'd it go at Shinazaki's? Not good. Naomi shook her head. I did go, but her parents said she hasn't been home since the day before yesterday. Something's definitely not right. Yeah, you're right. Her voice quivered. No doubt memories of our time in Heavenly Hosts were resurfacing. And my news was no better, unfortunately. Same story with Yoshiki. According to his neighbors, there hasn't been a single sound coming from his apartment since yesterday. I don't want to hear that. I'm sick and tired of this. I don't want to lose any more friends. Naomi had her face completely buried in her hands. I think you should know that Yoshiki was really worried about Shinazaki. He said she was in danger. Had to be with Heavenly Host. Yoshiki and Shinozaki. What could have you guys gotten yourselves into? Oh my gosh. In my worry, I did what I often do. Suddenly there it was again. What is this? Ooh! A solid black spherical object hovering in the sky? UFO? Black hole? What? You see it too, right, Naomi? Yeah, what is it? Mochida Nakashima, please refrain from looking outside during school hours. Morning homeroom is about to begin. Refrain from looking outside? What the heck does that even mean? I guess quit this looking out the window, but our homeroom teacher entered the classroom with his usual air of authority. Miss Niwa is out sick today, so third period English will be study hall. Get back in your seats. It's study hall! Just let him look out the window. Can you see the black thing out the window, Teach? What? Oh, he can see it! What is that? Even the teacher was startled by this. It must be Juicy. Or so all the other students seemed to think as they began to murmur noisily and get up to see them for themselves. I thought it was only going to be them. It was going to be another one of those things that like, oh, what do you mean? There's nothing outside. What is that? God. That's creepy. It's a natural disaster. Thank you. Thank you. Someone's saying it. You think the big one's coming? Now, everybody. Calm down. Panicking will do us no good. I say we end class early. Don't be absurd. If there's an emergency, we'll get a call about it. And if that happens, school will be dismissed. Right now, the best thing to do is return to your seats. Please don't stand on your desk, boys. Woo! The guys are having a lot of fun. The girls are just like freaking out. Naomi and I looked at one another in the eye. We were both thinking the same thing. Satoshi, I don't like this. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about it myself. This chill in the air, it's exactly the same as Heavenly Host. In your seats, that means you. After class ended, so no one said anything, really? We took a trip to the other Academy High School, Polonia? We needed something to go on, some kind of clue, anything. So we just started looking around, or asking around. And then we encountered a girl who was crying profusely, and some friends of hers who had gone missing. They all just disappeared, and... Mio, right? We're friends with Naho and Aiko. Sayaka and I are really close with them. They always tease us. I'm sorry. The entire time Mio spoke with us, she was trying to rub the tears from her eyes, and each time she attempted, it made her ponytail twitch. What's going on? Where did they go? What is that black thing? We'd pledged after our escape not to burden others unnecessarily with information of Heavenly Host. If you're looking for information about Naho and the others, then something scary must be going on, right? Well, maybe, kinda. There's a big black thing in the sky that might be. I don't need details. I know I wouldn't be able to help. But please, save them from wherever it is. She was actually grabbing my shirt now, and the tears were pouring from her eyes. Whatever you are, wherever they are probably in a lot of pain. Aiko? Yeah. She seemed calm and confident, even a little full of herself. But somewhere deep down, I felt there was a chink in her armor. To be honest, even we're not exactly sure what's going on. But if we figure anything out, we'll point out to come back and let you know. Okay, guys, you need to figure out what that thing is, okay? You guys are the real world team, okay? And then we got the Heavenly Host team inside this school already. Out of options, we elected to retry the Sachiko and the Ever After ritual. Oh, don't do the Sachiko Ever After ritual, no. With the proxy doll in our hands and a bag of supplies at the ready, the two of us yanked our arms back as hard as we could, splitting the paper in two. It's no use. It really isn't working. That's why you guys need to share information, okay? Ayumi should have told you guys what was happening. Looks like the curse of Heavenly Host has been cleared after all. With no Sachiko anymore, that whole school should have been totally destroyed. I brought a mountain of water and calorie biscuits to bring with us. That's good on you, Satoshi. That's a good idea. I patted my bag as I demonstrating to Naomi how much was in it. It was bursting at the seams, oh my. Helicopters flew overhead, no doubt in response to the mysterious black orb. We watched a flurry of activity as we glumly left the high school. Glancing over at Naomi, I saw a sour expression on her face. Naomi, are you going to stay with Miss Niwa again? Yeah. Okay, well, would you like to stop by my house again first? My Aunt Mom and Yuka, too, of course, like you. Are you sure? You don't mind? Oh, they don't mind. They don't mind. Her expression instantly measurably brightened. I don't mind at all. In fact, I'd appreciate it. Yuka could stand some cheering up herself. We shifted directions slightly and began the short foot trek to my house. It was an ordinary and rather pleasant walk for a while, until Naomi caught sight of her mother turning the corner up ahead. I didn't realize who it was. She was clasping the arm of a young man sporting a shaved head and a construction outfit. There was a insignia on the back of his uniform. Mom? She was clearly very close to this man, cuddling up to him as they walked. Oh! Pulling her arm into her bosom and even sneaking a few kisses before the pair disappeared in the alleyway. Is she married? What's wrong, Naomi? Nothing at all. What's happening there? Her voice had gone up a few octaves as she said this. Something was indeed bothering her. Her word was, by all appearances, that everything was fine. Are you going to follow? As we drew closer to my house, we began to slowly see a strange light illuminating the area around it. There was now a bamboo wall surrounding my home. And we now had a hot spring? What? What words are there for situations like this? This wasn't here this morning. What is Mochita Springs? Calm down, Satoshi. Let's go inside. Let's at least try out the hot springs. Immediately upon opening my front door, however, we were greeted by a sign reading, "This way to the natural springs." The Ministry of Defense plans to issue a statement at 1800 hours regarding the massive black orb. Oh, hey, Yuka! We entered the dressing room only to find Yuka naked. Not naked. What? I'm sorry. Welcome back home, Big Brother and Naomi. The water's great. Yuka is holding a toy goldfish in a towel. A towel, a small beach ball. Yeah. What are you doing? That's not a question I should have asked, but I was in too much shock for words. Why don't you ask about the hot spring first, okay? Yuka didn't seem to mind. She just smiled back at me. It's amazing. Grabbing each other's hands, we slid open the glass door and led into Mochita Springs. Oh, Satsuki, okay. Hey, bro. Gotta say, this is one sweet soak. Who? There's another girl already soaking the spring, a young girl around the age of Yuka. Don't tell me you've never met her before. She's a friend from class. Nice to meet you, bro. Now you be sure to cover your eyes up, okay? Oh, not that I expect you to be turned on by these raisins of mine. Boing, boing. Stop jiggling them. It was official. Nothing made any sense anymore. What's going on in here? Hang in there, Satoshi. Naomi had grabbed onto my shoulders, as if to keep me upright. in case I fainted. Explain the hot spring. Oh, that explains the hot spring. Teach, did you pay to get a hot spring put in here at my house? Because if so, thank you. This is wonderful. This Kyon? It's good for your health. Plus, Sulphur Spring, it helps ward off evil spirits. It's a win-win. I asked them to have everything built by noon, and as you can see, they delivered. My company's construction division is quite resourceful, wouldn't you say? How can you do something like this without asking permission? Well, now, welcome home, Satoshi, and the same for you, Naomi. Mom? Are you alright with this? Suddenly I found myself shuddering down at my core as my mom appeared before us wearing nothing but a bath towel. Mom! Her skin was bright pink, and she seemed to be very high spirits. By looks of things, she was in the spring herself until just moments arrived. If you're going to go back into the house to get drinks, wouldn't you at least wipe yourself down first? You're sopping wet. Everybody, grab a drink. Yay! You're the best, Yuka, Mom. Yuka and Satsuki were in very high spirits. As for Miss Kyon, hey, what do you take a group photo? Oh my gosh. Cheese. Cheese. Oh, that's a nice picture. Wait a second. Where's Satoshi's mom? Why isn't she not in this? Naomi and I was forced into the frame. Our eyes were basically pinpricks at this point. None of this seemed emotionally real. Oh, maybe she's taking a picture. Maybe their mom's taking a picture. That makes sense. I took a drink my mom handed me, and without even checking what it was, I chugged down a few gulps. What flavor is this? There was a white, thick liquid inside the milk bottle I was given. It had a faint tint to it. It's fruit-flavored milk. Okay. I turned the bottle to read the label. Apparently, it was Niwa flavored. I can't think of enough for building this lovely hot springs on our property. You're welcome here anytime you'd like. Here, it's a spare key to our house. Miss Mochida, I don't know what to say. Satoshi? Okay, I'm just gonna say this, okay? Naomi's a good girl, but you need to go with the teacher. Are you certain it's alright for me to have this? Of course. There wouldn't be a Mochida Springs if it weren't for you, after all. 1 year free pass. Mom! What the heck, Mom? I found myself tossing and turning in my futon. I just couldn't get to sleep for the life of me. I might as well go for a dip. This has been the craziest day I could recall in this world, anyway. After all, commotion died down, and our many guests had departed. Dad had come home, and predictably was in the hot springs. I had a hard time justifying the teacher's arbitrary actions, and my family's willingness to accept them. But the hot spring was pretty nice, yeah. The rest of my family was all still sleeping, so the house was dead silent. Took off my clothes in the dressing room and slid open the glass door. Oh! Sitting at the edge of the spring was Teach. Oh my gosh! My face instantly turned bright red. She was a fairly attractive woman, after all, so being alone with her was like kind of exciting. Fairly attractive? Are you joking? She's beautiful. Though looking at her now, entirely exposed, she was revealing to me that shapely woman wasn't quite as shapely as I'd assumed. Her body was abnormally thin. Every bit of part of an infirmed elderly woman came from the neck down. What? I could have sworn I caught a faint glint from the corner of her eyes. She didn't seem to notice me, so I was half tempted to slide the door closed and pretend nothing happened. Sensei? Oh, Satoshi. Despite the fact that I was a much younger man and her student nonetheless, she had made absolutely no effort to hide her nakedness. In fact, she actually seemed a little bit excited to see this way. Why are you in our bath at this hour? Sorry, did I wake you? She has a key, sir. Come on. It's not what I... Never mind. Where's Naomi? She's sleeping soundly at my home. I called her family again today. Her mother seemed to have calmed down. That's good to hear. I was legitimately relieved. But I was also having trouble concentrating on the conversation and averting my eyes. I knew I shouldn't be staring. Could you cover yourself? Oh dear, my apologies. She immediately got up from her spot and dunked herself in the water to her neck. Due to the mineral content, this was a very effective means of obscuring her body. What about you? Aren't you cold? Just standing there like that. You should get in as well. I panicked at the realization that I too was completely naked. Wait, you were naked right now this whole time? Oh my gosh. Sir. Satoshi. Man. I covered myself in my hands and could feel the blood rushing to my face. Recovering as best I could from the embarrassment, I stepped into the water, choosing my spot carefully, so as to put some distance between myself and Miss... Were you crying just now? I just had a strange feeling that you were... I'm sorry for asking weird questions. I'm sorry, that was a weird question. Actually, I was pondering, thinking about how nice it would be if time just stopped. Sensei, why are you doing all this? Building a hot spring in a student's house, hiring a private bodyguard to do your bidding? None of this makes sense. Are you asking about those things specifically, or do you want to know more about who I am? I want to know more about who you are. Both would be nice, I thought. If you're asking about those things specifically, the answer is because I want to protect others. From what? And if you're asking about who I am, didn't I already go over this with you kids at the start of the year? I was previously but a humble civil servant for a certain large corporation, but then I worked my way up to CEO. And realized my dream was to become a teacher. So she's a CEO. That explains being able to afford all this crazy stuff, yeah? Does your corporation produce that fruit milk? Yeah, that's one of our products. I made it for kids like Yuka who can't decide whether they want yogurt, plain milk, or fruit milk, or coffee milk. Coffee milk? Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Okay. Now, is that enough information to sate your curiosity? I can understand where she's coming from. I scratched my head. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about your curry. My curry? Ooh. She seemed genuinely confused. I guess to her, the idea of feeding me pre-chewed curry was just another stroke of brilliance. Oh my gosh. Not all something that might keep a poor high school boy like myself up at night. How old is her? How old is she? Yes! Thank you. I really wanted to know, but I couldn't bring myself to ask. So rude of a lady, even if she wouldn't have minded. The more I thought about it, the more intrigued I was. Her face had the texture of a hue of a woman in her early 20s. Oh. But her body was another story. All her skin was smooth and beautifully toned, as that of her face, but there was a little behind it. Ribs fully exposed in every detail. Even down to her abdomen, you could make out her brown indentions where internal organs were jutting out. There's no muscle, no fat, just skin and bones. Her proportions just didn't match with one another. She was like a construct built out of spare parts. Okay. Suddenly out of the... she started giggling. Did she catch me staring? What is it? I was just reminiscing about my first day as an assistant teacher for your class. I never forget it as long as I live. My memory was obviously a lot different from hers. Yeah, since the teacher was not there for the originally, the TA who showed up would be Yui. Or Miss Yui, yeah. I can still vividly remember her tripping on her step up to the teacher's desk and tearing her skirt. She had to hold the rip together with a safety pin for the entire day. Even now, that I'm living in a different reality. A world without all the others. Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! What? What? I love you. Excuse me? I'm in love, Satoshi. My mind went completely blank. My eyes were swimming in my head. I couldn't see straight. With what? With you. Oh, she smiled wildly, but her cheeks turned rosy red. But only for a split second. Then she went back to looking wistful again. Pangs of undue guilt and dread began to well up inside me. I knew what the next word out of her mouth was going to be. You. Oh my gosh. It was almost like a mass of innocence as she spoke that single word. Her eyes locked onto mine and froze him solid. I couldn't look away. Yeah, I'm full on team her. I'm on her team. Naomi, I'm sorry. Her eyes locked onto mine and froze him solid. I couldn't look away. Come on, stop messing with me. When you're done with your soak, please go straight home, okay? You're very close. I was dumbfounded. I immediately and very quickly got out of the bath and headed for the dressing room. I looked back at her. She seemed almost deflated. She had looked down at the water in the state of utter dejection. Oh my gosh, dude! I turned to face her. I know she's your teacher, but come on. I turned to face her, still feeling a strange mix of guilt and awkwardness. Sensei? I'm not messing with you. Oh, after saying this, she closed her eyes and turned bright red. I was pretty sure it wasn't from the heat. Despite her physique, she seemed like a schoolgirl in that moment. I began to waver in my conviction. But I don't know anything about you. She twitched a little at this. Had I gone too far? After the longest few seconds in recent memory, her head drooped and a look of absolute sadness washed over her. Crap. I didn't mean to hurt her. She had to know that. But what she didn't know, that I'd only been part of this reality for a very, very short time. Yeah. I tried to think of a way to convey this to her, but my mind just went blank. Sensei. No, it's alright. I'm sorry to have sprung that on you. She slowly turned her back to me. No, come on. Part of me was relieved by her acceptance, I guess, but another part of me was absolutely riddled with guilt. There was a moment of silence, and then teacher's white waterproof watch broke its sudden loud beep. All the sadness in her expression gave way to a surprise as the numbers on her watch display. I felt almost as Saved by the Bell. What kind of watch is that? She smiled. It's part of my research. This timer has stopped, but it's on the move again. Research for your company? Something about the smile of hers that was strangely haunting. Well, I think it's about time to head home. I took the day off today. I'll be back at school tomorrow. I just wanted to say thanks to you, Naomi and Yuka seem a lot happier. Oh, I'm so glad. I think the same can be said for me. And Yoshiki and Shinozaki. Thank you for healing my friend's wounds in this strange new world. Is what I was trying to convey, somewhere deep down. I think the sentiment got through. I'm pleased to hear that. I want to thank you as well, Satoshi. With that, she slowly waded her way to the edge of the spring. Whoopsie daisy. At which point, she stepped out of the water directly in front of me. Oh. You really need to cover yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, crap. Ooh. Do not bring me back into that. Come on. Okay. So, teacher definitely has something for Satoshi. And sir, you could have just, I know he likes Naomi. I would have definitely fallen for the teacher. But yeah, so we got Victory Stone. I think we have at least one more stone to go get. We've also got Mochida springs, I guess, there because of the teacher. And I'm liking her a lot more. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll continue on next time. So, bye!